What's good, guys? I'm Jon the Chief, and for today's video it's going to be my level 32 setup for my Warlock. This is going to be my Voidwalker setup, since Voidwalker is my favorite subclass of the Warlock. So, let's go into the build first. I like my Scatter Grenade mainly because it's instant damage. I don't need to wait for anything like this one. You have to wait for it to actually seek out your opponent. And this one is the main source of damage for the Vortex Grenade is the air effect from just them being in the area. So the Scatter Grenade is just instant. It explodes, multiple explosions, and boom, it's done. Next, I like Blink. I hate the Glide. Not a big fan. Nova Bomb, I like Shatter Nova Bomb. Energy Drain, I just take Surge because more often than not, I am actually not killing with my melee, so I like having Surge because Surge is the only one that does not require you to kill, and faster reload speed's kind of nice, and movement speed. Next is full battle recovery and agility, and then full agility. I like being really fast. That's one of my things that I like about being the hunter is I like the speed. I like Annihilate because bigger size of the explosions from my grenades and Nova bombs, and then enemies killed by any of my abilities, which are my melee, my grenade, and my Nova bombs, will explode. So you can see these two actually synergize extremely well because the explosions just are increased greatly, and those scatter grenades, they will kill a ton of shit with Annihilate. You can see this actually when I show you the way I actually use my setup. And now for the gear, you're going to want Obsidian Mine. That's what I like to use. It's my favorite. I swap between Light Beyond Nemesis if I'm doing the raid. But I actually got this new helmet, Full Discipline with replenishing health each time I pick up an Orb of Light. That is extremely good for the hard raid. RNG says blessed me that day when I got this helmet. Oh boy. Anyways, so next is Deathsinger's Grip. You know, I just got the classic raid gear basically. And actually, I was really fortunate to get all I really want. I want max intellect, which I basically had. I didn't need much in discipline, which I'll explain why. Even though you're grenade spamming, you're not really getting it from your natural recharge rate. I'll explain how we're actually getting our grenades back. And in strength, because you actually do want to use Surge when you need to reload quite often. So, the gun I like is Bad Juju, because kills help recharge your super. That's basically the main reason why we have it. Also, the String of Curses, the actual skill is really useful, actually. I really do like the Bad Juju now, especially with the Pulse Rifle buff. It is extremely powerful. Next, we got the Sword Breaker because shotgun buff, and also this pretty little skill right here. Kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Now, with like 5 or 6 kills, your grenade's back. From empty to full. Within 6 kills, it'll be back. So, that's what's really useful about this. So that's why I don't focus too much on discipline, since my Sword Breaker has that skill and my Heavy has that skill. And the good thing about all this gear, it's pretty easy to get. You don't need to really wait for RNG to bless you, because Xur sold this. The raid gives you these, and they're actually quite often how you get these. Exotic Bounty, Crota, and this you can buy. So all this gear is basically obtainable easily without you needing too much luck in order to get. Now, again, this thing, the reason why we have is because it has Field Scout, which is, if you have a machine gun, you want Field Scout on it. I don't use any machine guns that don't have Field Scout. And Grenadier again. And Persistence is also really nice. But, yeah, this is my Voidwalker setup. I actually really enjoy the Voidwalker. If you guys want to see my setup that I use for the Sunsinger, just leave in the comments down below. Tell me if you want to see that. But right now, I really do enjoy the Voidwalker. This is amazing on Rock Strikes, which you can see. And so right here, we're going to be on the Will of Crota strike. It's just going to be a normal rock strike. But you can actually see how effective this build is when facing mobs of enemies and loads of ads. And how it focuses really on just massive non-stop killing. Because whenever your grenade or super's on the recharge, you just switch to whatever weapon you need to do. Like, I see that my super needs recharging, so I'm going to switch to my Bad Juju. My Bad Juju's almost done, my super's almost ready, so I can almost switch to my Sword Breaker to kill with that instead. And you can just keep switching between what you actually need to actually be using. Also, Just whenever you see hordes of enemies, no bomb or scatter grenade, whichever one you have ready at your disposal. So now my scatter grenade, I'm gonna find another set of enemies to throw my scatter grenade at. I end up fucking up, but still. Anyways, the scatter grenade, you can actually see why I actually like it the most. Is mainly because it goes well with Annihilate. That's the main reason. The other grenades don't benefit nearly as much from Annihilate as the scatter grenade does, because the scatter grenade focuses on having like 8 really small explosions, but with the increase in their explosive radius, the scatter grenade becomes really effective from Annihilate, and because of that, it can hurt a bunch of enemies, and it doesn't need to kill all of them. All it needs to do is kill one of the intended thrall or enemies that you're trying to kill with the grenade, because the rest will die by the bloom of the only few thrall that actually die by the scatter grenade. And you can see I just stole all those guys' kills from with my scatter grenade that he was trying to use specific. I didn't do it on purpose, guys, but you can see it's really effective, and you can just get carried away sometimes. But again, I see I'm on the cooldown, so I want to spam another scatter grenade, and I'm just picking up kills with the sword breaker, and it just comes back immediately. Like, it's so fast from getting kills with a weapon with Grenadier. That is why we use Grenadier, people. This is why it is such a good perk. It's so underrated, which makes the sword breaker actually a really good gun. If you did not like it before the update, dude, it is amazing. It has Grenadier and it's a shotgun, and so it has 100% increase in damage. But that's it for the video, guys. Leave in the comments if you have any special builds that you guys like to use on your characters, any specific way you guys like to use it besides just non-stop Gjallarhorn Fest, because that's usually the way I see people using their characters now. They don't really care about anything else, just how many things can you shoot with the Gjallarhorn. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great day, guys.